So I asked my Discord to send in their Call of Duty Zombies map tier list, and here are the results. I'm probably gonna do more videos like this in the future, so if you want to be in the next one, make sure you join the Discord. The link is gonna be at the top of the description. Also, quick disclaimer, you could like whatever maps you want. At the end of the day, this is completely arbitrary, and this video is all in good fun. Alright, here's the first one, and my first thought is that this one is relatively reasonable. You do have the Black Ops 2 Origins above Zombies Chronicles Origins, which I always kind of question. I feel like the Black Ops 3 version of that map just plays so much better, and Origins is the only Chronicles map that I find myself going back to and playing on the regular. Something about how that map plays on Black Ops 3 just feels a lot better than the original. But I know that that's a hot take and not necessarily the opinion of the majority of the community, so I can't really complain too much about your placing there. I think the only other notable thing about this tier list is just how ridiculously low Garad Crovy is. Like, how are you gonna put Garad Crovy at average? That map is honestly one of my favorite maps of all time. There's so much about that map that I just absolutely love, and it's honestly been one of the maps that I've come back to and played the most since Black Ops 3 came out. Overall, the rest of this tier list is pretty good. I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. Alright, now here's where we're gonna have some problems. What type of person would put Outbreak in the God tier category? This is utterly ridiculous. There's a lot of people in the community that think Outbreak was like the single thing that's killing Call of Duty Zombies, and I don't necessarily have that opinion, but I will say that Outbreak is just boring. Doing the same objectives over and over again just gets so unbelievably tiring. And before you say, oh, it's open world, you can go and explore and see new things, no, you can't. There's not enough to Outbreak to make it fun. Like, if there was a lot of like little side missions and just different tasks to keep things entertaining, then that would be one thing, but there's just not. So I just don't see how it's possible to put Outbreak a God tier. On top of that, I don't know if this person necessarily put them in order from left to right, but if they did, that means that you think Outbreak is the single best Call of Duty Zombies map of all time. Brother, you need to rethink everything right about now. I don't even want to look at the rest of the tier list. 0 out of 10. This one seems relatively reasonable. The God tier is perfect, exquisite even. Like, all of those maps are absolutely fantastic. I love the Zombies in Spaceland shout out at God tier. I don't know if I necessarily call it God tier, but it's definitely really great, so no complaining there. Die Rise and Moon in the yellow category is definitely a little bit questionable, but I can overlook it. But where this tier list really falls apart is when we go down to the bottom of it. My man has Shangri-La and Dead of the Night in the mech category, and they have Tagder Toten. How are you gonna do my boy Tagder Toten that dirty? They have it in the trash category. Maybe it's just me. Maybe Tagder Toten is just my guilty pleasure. I think everybody has that one Zombies map that they kind of look at as being really good, despite the rest of the community like absolutely hating. Maybe that's me and Tagder Toten. Maybe subconsciously I'm overvaluing just how beautiful that map is, but I'm not changing my opinion on that anytime soon. Overall, I really like the top part of this tier list, but the more you look down, the more it falls apart. 3 out of 10. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's people that think Outbreak ruined Zombies. I don't know, I've always viewed the idea of Outbreak to be really interesting. This idea of open world zombies that you do objectives to progress further, but in my mind, it's just so poorly executed. So I don't think the idea of it necessarily ruins Zombies. Like I keep saying, I think it's just boring. As far as the tier list itself, we're looking pretty solid. The one questionable thing is Moon and Perfection. I know this is a common opinion that Moon is just this perfect map. Literally half the Zombies community thinks it's like this perfect map that is just one of the best of all time, while the other half just thinks it's god awful. So I'm definitely disagreeing there, but other than that, I think this tier list is looking pretty solid. No real complaints. I think it deserves a 9 out of 10. I know this one's a complete joke, but saying that Die Rise and Transit are S tier is no laughing matter. 0 out of 10. Get this shit off of my screen. Bro, what is this? This person has never played Origins. Excuse me? Or Call of the Dead, or Die Rise, or Zet, or Buried. Bro, what is this? Alright, money mains, I have some homework for you. Go buy Black Ops 2 or download Plutonium, whatever you gotta do to play that game, but do it and come back to me because you are literally a Zombies virgin. I can't even give it a rating. I can't give it a rating. Oh my god, I think I found it. This This is about as perfect of a tier list as you can get, in my opinion. There's not many things I disagree with. Like, Moon and Awesome is a little bit questionable, like I've already said. Shadowed Throne and the Final Reich and Great is just a no-go. But other than that, this tier list is looking really, really solid. I think the only way to improve it from like my perspective is to literally just have the maps in the same order that I would put them. But this is legitimately fair. We got Derisendrach, Garad Krovi, Shadows of Evil, Call of the Dead, Origin, Spaceland, Mob, all in God tier. That's a perfect God tier. Sure, I would personally put a map like Ancient Evil in God tier as well, but I'm perfectly okay. They have it in Awesome. All of the maps in the trash category are objectively trash. This is as close to perfect as a tier list can get from my perspective. 9.5 out of 10. If you want to see what my personal zombies map tier list looks like, please check out this video.